Hello there, cats and kittens. My name is Alonda Carter, and I am the Recovering Hunbot. I create anti-MLM videos, so if that is your jam, you might want to consider subscribing. Today, we are going to check out some recent health claims that have been being made by some Beachbody coaches. I want to thank a subscriber who wants to remain anonymous for bringing this to my attention. And the funny thing is, after I received those messages, I received others as well. So apparently, this entire thing is widespread. Seeing all of this right now is making me, I guess, kind of angrier than usual, especially what's going on with the world right now. And I'm not going to say the C word, but I may pop something up on the screen. I'm just a little fearful that if I say the word, the video will be demonetized, because I've heard that videos are being demonetized when this particular topic is brought up. If you would like to support me as a content creator, the very best way you can do that is through my Patreon. There'll be a link to that in the description. It's super simple. There are 3 tiers ranging from $1 to $10, and literally any amount helps. The thing that I want you to keep in mind while I share this information that Beachbody Huns have been posting is that they have undergone thought reform. And when that happens to you, the person who you are changes. So when I look at this, I look at it through a lens of knowing that it is the overall business structure, the business model of multi-level marketing that's to really put the blame for why they behave in the way that they do. Thought reform is very powerful. And the longer that you have been associated with a destructive group like multi-level marketing, the more and more and more it's encoded into you. And the further you are down that rabbit hole is very dangerous and very destructive, in my opinion, because of how much you are transformed. You no longer really think for yourself. You just kind of take what you're told and run with it. I will put a link to a video that I did about the 6 conditions of thought reform in case you're not aware of what those are. It also includes the psychological abuse scale, because I want you to keep these various things in your mind when you see what people are posting who are involved in MLM, because it's not their true self. They've really been fundamentally changed. Now, let's get started, because this is going to be a bumpy ride. Okay, because I just can't remember everything in my head, I am going to be reading this to you, and hopefully I will scoot over and be able to pop up something, or I may have to cover up my face. I really don't know until I get to that editing thing. Flying across the US for the 6th time in the last 3 months. Life has thrown a lot of curveballs lately, and I am forever grateful that I have a job I can do from anywhere, because no other job allows you to do that. You actually can do something besides multi-level marketing, just saying, making it possible for me to be able to go and do what is needed, not just for freedom of travel, but freedom to be someone that can hop on a plane in times of crisis without worrying how I will provide for myself and my family. I'm grateful I did the work that got me to this point, and I'm grateful I get to help others get there too. Everyone should be building a passive income for this very reason. When you are ready, I am here to help get you started. Just slide into my DMs. Oi to the they, oh, so much. Okay, first off, there is no passive income with multi-level marketing. Let's just get that straight. Let's just throw that on out there. No such thing. And not only that, but let's just say you are going to give it a go and you start having success. You're going to be working your butt off ad nauseum. I mean, it's like an endless chain. It is that treadmill you can never get off, and you're never going to get the carrot, so to speak. The entire structure of Beachbody and any multi-level marketing opportunity is based on endless recruitment. That's the deal. The head Hun that I'm sharing posts about, and also the Huns that are associated with her, which I'm not going to go over like who's connected to who, but something that I did discover because I did some digging after this was sent to me, that head Hun, she was an elite coach with Beachbody back in 2016. Now, I'm not going to break down what all that means, but if she has been with them since before 2016, because to get to elite, that's not going to happen your first year. She's been doing this for a minute, and that means building that Jenga tower of people leaving and then having to shove something back in to keep everything steady. She's been doing it for a while, and she is very well aware that most people are really struggling trying to make this work. As a matter of fact, according to this, to the 2017 or 2018, my memory escapes me, but according to that income disclosure statement, over 70% of the people who join Beachbody, I want to say it's 74 point some odd percent, I can't remember, like I said, but anyway, over 74% never even make it to the first rank, which is Emerald, which means that you have two people underneath you. It's a binary plan. So you have one person on your left leg and one person on your right leg. Okay, I'm showing you kind of what it looks like. Just kind of work with me on this. If it works and you get someone to join and they get someone to join and you keep, building towards that, everybody's saying yes because it's a perfect world, because everybody wants this opportunity to build passive income, all of that. I'm sorry, I'm rolling my eyes so hard. Anyway, but in order to do that, in order to take advantage of the Beachbody compensation plan, you want to get to the diamond rank. So what I'm showing you is if theoretically everybody is able to get to diamond, and technically the way that works is you have a total of 12 people underneath you. You have two people on each side initially makes you emerald. And then you have to get 3 more people underneath you. And one of those people on each side of you, they have to each go emerald too. So that's how it all works out to 12. Technically, 4 of those people are underneath someone else, but unless you have it all like that, you're not going to be able to take advantage of the compensation plan to get the team cycle bonus at the highest pay rate unless you build a team and unless you get to the diamond level. And when I look at these posts of these current Beachbody Huns, and even the one that's at the top of all of this, of what I'm sharing with you, my heart hurts, and my heart hurts for them because I know they've been so changed because of all the cultic tactics that are used. Now, I will put a link to both my playlist that's about dark psychology and also MLM cultic tactics, because I give more information about all that stuff. I'm not going to get into all of that right now because that's not my focus right now. Boy, I said right now a lot. You are right. If you get it, you most likely will just be sick for a bit, then bounce back fine. But in that process, you will be around and exchange germs with everyone you cross paths with. And one of those people could cross paths with me or people like me. If I get it, due to my cancer battle and my compromised immune system, I most likely will not recover. That means you will be the cause I trace back to my death, and I will haunt you forever. I will be the new leader of those who passed. We will set forth to torment thee, jerks, with good immune systems, and for the rest of your life, I will make you pay. Hashtag stay home. Hashtag 2 weeks can save my life. Hashtag jerks. To me, this just really shows how much someone has changed. To use cancer of all things. You see, I'm a breast cancer survivor myself, and I just have absolutely no words for how it's being used as a tool of manipulation, The thing is that someone like this, and this actually comes from their top Hun, they will just think that they're just sharing their story and their truth. They don't realize that, in this instance, since it's someone who has been elite in the past, has probably built a decent sized team, they won't see that they have become predatory. The overall structure of MLM is predatory, and over time, it will transition you to be that way too, just because of its nature. To the Hun, they're just trying to attract people and they're being transparent with their reality, which is cancer in this case. They don't see anything wrong with it because overall, the MLM shoves into your head just to share. Please don't stock up on chemical sugar filled Gatorade in case you get it. That causes other health problems. Instead, I have a natural plant based hydration solution that also has Quercetin. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I can get you hashtag do better. Here, the Hun is talking about a product called Hydrate, which is part of the Beachbody Performance line. And the ingredient that everyone is putting hype out about is this Quercetin, which I can't say right, so just deal, it will be flashed on the screen. This is the Hydrate product training guide. And so they got this whole plant-based business just from reading this. And on the label of Hydrate, you are told that you get 250 milligrams of this Quercetin. So just keep that in mind. Real talk. For those at risk of this virus, read this post. The juice she is talking about is in my magic elixir I have and share with you every morning. Send me the link. This is live. And I'm not going to read the other stuff because part of it gets cut off. Anyway, so yeah, this whole magic elixir business and, not saying what it is that you are drinking, that's part of what is called curiosity marketing because, doesn't it make you want to just reach out to her and go like, ooh, what is it? Not saying what it is definitely makes people just, oh my gosh, just blow their tops and want to know all the things. Now, I apologize to you that this is so difficult to read, and I will try to zoom in here so it'll be a little bit easier. It's very difficult for me to read it to you, but I'm doing my best. Hey, I'm getting a super late start to my day because I woke up feeling sore and not the best. So I've taken extra time for myself today. And I'm thankful for the job flexibility. Right now, I'm prepping my cup of motivation and I just added some MCT oil. This is super nice. I really like this stuff. And I got my electrolyte mix back, so I'm stoked about this. And then my motivation mix, which has quercetin. And I don't know if I'm saying that right. I always say it wrong. Yeah, well, gee, so do I. But notice that ingredient, this magical ingredient, is mentioned yet again. I just learned that quercetin is a key ingredient in a drug trial for that C word I'm not going to say, that scientists from Montreal are trying to treat. Okay, let's check out what is she talking about. And you can see on the bottom left side, that's, part of Shakeology. But of course, you don't want to show all of what it is. Goes back to that whole curiosity marketing. I just want to gag when I say that and think about it. Okay, I found this article and it does mention that ingredient, but let me just say, just because an ingredient is being used in an initial trial and allegedly was used in successfully treating 2 other viruses has zero to do with the fact that it happens to be in a Beachbody product, Beachbody and every other MLM does not create magical potions that are the cure-all. So I feel extra good about drinking it, and I'm not by any means saying that this is a cure. The tests haven't even been done yet. They're waiting on the okay from China, and then they are ready to go. So the verdict is still out. So if you're not saying it, then why are you even bringing it up? To me, there's an implication that since this ingredient is going to be used in initial trials, that somehow if you drink the stuff from Beachbody, that it is going to help you health-wise and it's going to help stave off what's going on around the world right now. Are you following my line of thought there? Is this making you uncomfortable the way it's making me uncomfortable? or whether it actually helps or not, but Montreal scientists believe that it does, so, and I drink this stuff anyway, so it makes me feel good about drinking it every day. Oh, okay, Karen, to me, that's kind of some pretzel logic you got going there, sis, Is it just me? Or, are you guys thinking that's a bit skewed and wackadoo? Just let me know. Being preventative with this kind of stuff, and she's talking about the C word that I'm not going to say, and we can't predict it, but we can prevent being sick, keeping our immune system in fighting condition, and there are steps we can take to be our happiest, healthiest self. So when stuff like this, so to me, when I read that, I just think, you know what, Karen, go wash your hands. How about that? Do the things that we know we need to do. It does not involve consuming MLM products, because to me, when I see this, it's kind of like saying if you drink this, it's going to make you healthy. And if you're healthy, you will not catch that thing that's going around the world at this particular time. Goes down, we have a little bit better of a chance of getting through, and getting through a little easier, hopefully. All right, I'm going to get to it. Move your body if you haven't yet today. If you need a free workout, hit me up. Oh, goodness. Okay, yeah. One of the things you guys need to know is there is a new program that is launching this month. So gotta get that plug in, Got a free workout, but stop with the magic juice having any kind of relevancy to the world situation, because I just read this and it makes me think that she's implying that this juice, this hydrate, and it's also in Energize, the ingredient is in both, that both of them somehow are going to help you, A, get healthier, B, prevent you from getting what's going around in the world today. I feel so weird saying that, but I just don't want to say that C word. Just trying to keep the video monetized, guys. Read this post if you want to know more about the science behind quercetin and that C word. The link is in the caption of her post. Hashtag the more you know. Well, gee, Karen, maybe you need to know a thing or two. Just saying. Maybe if you actually understood that you can get this magical ingredient, this quercetin, naturally, this would be a completely non-issue to you. However, because this hun is being fed this BS from her upline, and the upline probably got it from someone else, because, BS just travels downhill, So now this is the story going around Beachbody, that they have quercetin in 2 products, and so the Beachbody products can help you prevent getting ill with the trouble in the world today, and I am finding that extremely problematic. Look, man, I don't know about y'all, but the gym is the last place I want to go right now. But also, health is a #1 priority. Now is the best time to start working with a coach to get your nutrition delivered to your door, and workouts you can do in your living room. Hit me up. I got you while this craziness blows over. Yep, and hit me up. Okay, I'm not going to lie. The products are good, but you can get all kinds of workouts streaming in your living room that aren't attached to MLM. Just saying. I found some on Amazon Prime. I have Roku, and there's a ton of different free workouts on there. Plus on YouTube, there's a bazillion. And I'm sure you guys can think of other places as well where you can get free workouts, And guess what? You can have food, real food, delivered to you if you want. You don't need to get an MLM product. You don't need to get involved in it. A Beachbody coach and MLM products just are not the answer. Bada boom, bada bing. I'm feeling extra lucky to have this plant-based pre-workout and electrolyte drink right about now, while the rest of the world is stocking up on the sugar-filled Gatorade that will lead to other health problems later. Hello, sugar and chemicals. My tribe and I are hydrating and energizing with the best. Check this out. You all know health is a #1 priority for me, so I am going to do my own research to self-advocate and make sure I am doing my part. Luckily, I surround myself with others who self-advocate and educate, so I got this info from my mentor coach. Ooh! I learned that Montreal is trialing an antiviral treatment in China. And this one is plant-based and already proved to be successful at treating Ebola and Zika in the past. It's quercetin. So as I'm sipping my lemonade beverage this morning, stoked, I went on about the research of quercetin. Hint, it's what's in my cup. I've studied and shared info about this plant-powered tool before, but it's always good for a refresher. Where do I start? Okay, this just proves right there that this person's upline is like feeding on this BS. And they're just kind of like repackaging what they're told and putting it back out there into the world. And that is all just very problematic because there's the implication that this little magical ingredient, which, yes, you can get naturally, you don't need to get it in a powdered drink, is the cure-all. I am getting heated. Check out this article, NCBI. That's the National Center for Biotechnology Information. You'll read that this plant-powered medication they're trialing, quercetin, is a polyphenol derived from plants and has a wide range of biological actions, including anti-carcinogenic, anti-inflammatory, and antiviral activities, among a long list of other super medical terminology. What the heck is super medical terminology? That is just nonsense right there. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I apologize for that outburst. They went on to say that it has properties that may improve mental, physical performance and reduce infection risks. These type of flavonols are the most abundant flavonoid in highly pigmented plants such as apples, berries, brassica vegetables, capers, grapes, onions, shallots, tea, and tomatoes, as well as many seeds, nuts, flowers, barks, and leaves. And why then, oh why, would you not just eat those things and not worried about this powdered drink, you know? Guess what else is packed with quercetin? Please hold while I take another sip. Energize, yeah, baby. That's what happens to be in my cup. Hit me up to get some, or the link is in my bio. Oh, ugh. Okay, here is the label for Energize, and within it, you get for a single serving 500 milligrams of quercetin. This is the product training guide for the entire performance line. You know, there's everything is in there. Both Hydrate and Energize are part of this line. I think I already mentioned that. We are told that who developed this line, that they're Harvard trained, people. But hello, Harvard trained scientists. Sorry, I'm having a hard time because there's no names. No names are given, and there's no independent tests on the products or anything like that. And these products most certainly, and the effects of the products, do not appear in peer-reviewed journals. So that to me, overall, just red flag, red flag, red flag, waiting, red flag. And here we go. This is the Energize, and it's showing you again how, plant-based nutrient, this quercetin thing. And so now I'm going to pull up for you that actual article that the Huns are referencing. Here is the study that they keep referencing, and there'll be a link to that in the video description, along with 2 others that are related to the, quote, benefits of quercetin. Anyway, right here in the introduction, you can see that it tells you it is found in fruits and vegetables. And then if you scroll down and you look at the section which talks about clinical studies, it states in a randomized double-blind placebo-controlled trial, 1,002 subjects took 500 or 1,000 milligrams of quercetin or a placebo for 12 weeks. Okay, they took it each day. I'm sorry, I didn't read that right. Anyway, you can see what it says on the screen. Anyway, for the group as a whole, quercetin supplementation had no significant influence on rates of upper respiratory tract infections compared to a placebo. You can go on and read more about this. There is really nothing that is stating it will have any kind of impact on what's going on in the world. So the Huns are really reaching. On WebMD, it says, in general, much of the research on quercetin has been in animals or in cell cultures. More study is needed to prove quercetin's benefits and safety in humans, especially when taken as a supplement instead of food. That is key. The supplement instead of food. Common oral dosages are 500 milligrams twice a day. People have also used lower dosages as well. However, optimal dosage of quercetin have not been established for any condition. Quality and active ingredients in supplements may vary widely from maker to maker. This makes it hard to establish a standard dose. And then in an article in Medical News Today, people can get quercetin through their diet by eating a range of fruit and vegetables each day. Onions have the highest level of quercetin compared to other tested produce, containing approximately 300 milligrams per kilogram. If people take quercetin as a supplement, the most common dose is 500 milligrams per day, but some people can take up to 1,000 milligrams per day. Supplements may also include other substances such as bromelain or vitamin C, which may help the body absorb quercetin more effectively. In the summary section, it also states, further research on humans is necessary to understand the benefits and side effects fully. If people want to supplement their diet with quercetin, they should seek advice from a healthcare professional first, not a Beachbody coach who you happen to see on Instagram and they're talking about this in their Insta story. I look different than I did at the beginning of the video, right? And the background, I don't have the backdrop up because what happened was, what happened was I recorded everything, so I thought. But alas, about, maybe a third of the video recorded, so I've had to redo. Hence, it's another day, so I'm in another outfit, different makeup, This is the life of, being a content creator and having some less than stellar equipment. I'll just say that. It's kind of janky around here. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So back when I was hunting as a Beachbody coach, I can remember a top tier Hun, who will go nameless, but she used to sell pharmaceuticals. So if you've ever been in the Beachbody bubble, then you may know who I'm talking about. But I can remember her talking about Shakeology specifically. And if you're a Beachbody Hun, you probably have seen her videos because she dives into everything. And she sounds legit like she knows since she did sell pharmaceuticals. And she said that if she were to start, so basically she's telling you, this is what you need to do. Start looking up each ingredient and posting about it and sharing the benefits of the ingredients within the products, be it Shakeology, be it anything in the performance line. That would include Energize and Hydrate, which that's what we've been talking about today in terms of the quercetin, and I'm still not sure if I'm saying it correctly. So that's basically what these Huns are doing, is taking one ingredient and kind of, blowing it out of proportion in terms of look at our products and it has this helpful ingredient. Now, when I have looked at all of these posts that I shared with you, it really did remind me of my own Beachbody Hunbot days. I don't think I ever really did that. I did talk about ingredients here and there. I tried to do that, but it felt so weird. But the thing that I did not do, and I can pretty much guarantee anyone that's listening to the head Hun say to do this, they're not doing it either, because your critical thinking is shut down. That you just take what someone says that you look up to and you kind of idolize them. Now, Monica Simbita did a video about parasocial relationships. A parasocial relationship is basically one-sided. And in general, it fits like celebrities who've been in movies and on TV and stuff, but it spills over into social media. It spills over into like really big content creators. And heck, it could spill over into my relationship with you because you perceive that I'm having a one-on-one with you, which I'm actually talking to many people who happen to watch this video. But it appears that I'm speaking to one person because I'm looking at you because I'm looking at the camera. Now, someone who has a parasocial relationship, they believe that there's like this real friendship thing going on there. But the person that is actually, like on the screen or on social media in some way, they may not even know that person is alive. They have no idea. But you might feel like you really know them. And myself, I know I have done that. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. If you didn't know that, now you do. And I've watched so many different interviews because then I'll watch Talking Dead and, I look at different things that the different stars have done. And I feel like I know who they are. I feel like I know if they have integrity or not. And to me, they come across like they do. But do I actually know them? I've met a number of them when I've gone to Comic Palooza, but I don't actually know them. I can't pick up the phone and call them. I can't send them an email. I can't shoot them a text. I don't actually know who they are. I know their public persona. And that's the thing. It's the persona that people are getting to know. And I think it becomes very tricky in multi-level marketing because if you've watched any of my videos that talk about the cultic tactics, the undue influence, the cognitive dissonance that people experience. Cognitive dissonance is when you have two conflicting thoughts and you can't hold them both being true in your head. So you kind of like cling on to that one that you think is the truth. And with Beachbody, it's going to be like, I believe with this person that I have a parasocial relationship with. I believe what they're saying. So I am going to deny anyone who says otherwise. It goes back into someone like me speaking out against Beachbody. I just become the hater because I'm not buying the BS. But as a Beachbody Hun, as an MLM Hun, you don't do your own research. I'm going to encourage you, do your own research about any of this stuff. Anything I talk about, do your own research. I always try to provide you with resources I use. So you use those, but look up stuff on your own. Don't rely on what I say. Don't rely what anyone in the anti-MLM world says. Do your own research. Go and make your own mind up about any and all of this. Now, to me, when I see these posts about this ingredient and how it's supposed to help during this time of crisis, it gives me kind of just a real big icky feeling because none of that's true. They're just saying things. They're parroting back what someone else said, and they don't even have the full facts. And remember, when it comes to any MLM product, there's always an alternative. You do not have to get an MLM product. You can actually take the ingredients and just kind of put those in Google and go see what else is like that. You do not ever need to rely on any kind of MLM product. And in this instance, where they're talking about Quercetin, eat your fruits and vegetables. Look up what those are and just eat those. You don't need to drink Energize or Hydrate at all. And you most certainly do not need to get involved in any multi-level marketing scheme because they're all designed on the endless recruitment scheme, expecting that everybody can just keep recruiting people because everybody needs a passive income. And this is the way to build that. It's not. It just isn't. If we want there to be change in the world, it is up to us to speak out about things that we see are wrong. And so share your story, tell people how you feel about things, and let them know that multi-level marketing isn't the way. And remember, change starts now.